This was that little baby tree growing out the back of the cutlass. So I dug the root up out the ground the best I could. Broke a shovel in the process. Digging these holes. This is pretty much the hole just started. I know I have to go a little bit down, a little bit further. But I got this hole dug. Got that corner cleaned out. No more rusty cans. Now you can actually see the manhole. Dug this hole right here. Hard part about digging these holes, especially along this wall, is I had to watch out for this cable wire right here. I didn't want to hit it and cut it and mess up some stuff. So got the cars all moved out. That's the 79 Oldsmobile Cutlass. Looking a little better. Didn't really clean it, just shot it with the power washer. Shot some water off of it, on it, knocked some of the junk off of it. As you see, got it away from the wall. That was my main goal. So that way when it's time to change these tires, I can. That's the rear end for the El Camino. I'll have to do that later. It's a little heavy. I ain't gonna mess with it right now. And this is what is left of the parts car. I still have to trim it down a little bit more. I will do that at a later time. Check this out. This is a treated wooden post. This hole right here. I had this hole dug a little bit already because I had an idea a while back in the day to do this, but I never continued with it. But man, it wasn't easy digging this one. I decided to start with the hardest one first, really, to sink the post in there. And this hole right here was so hard because over there to the left is the foundation concrete and then the driveway. So I didn't have a lot of room to play with. I almost had to do it by hand, really, by a little pick hammer. But I had this little skinny shovel, helped out a lot. But this is the wooden post that's going down in the hole. It is a 10-foot post. I'll get back to that later. Now, these are some of the tools I was using. Now, let me show you what's going on in the front yard. Oh boy. There's a lot going on right now in the front yard. Everything's drug out. This is I'm up early in the morning, and I gotta move two of these cars out the way so I can start working. Yesterday, all the wood came in for the project. All the treated wood. All this treated wood we ordered, but we had delivered because 8 foot is as long as I can go in the Tahoe. So we had no way to get it to where I needed to go. These boys right here, yesterday I went and bought 4 more 2x4s, 8-foot 2x4s, and brought them home in the Tahoe because I didn't have these. I needed these. And I'll explain why I needed these 2x4s here later. But this is all the wood for the project, the backyard project. that I need for right now. So this is what's gonna get me going. Excuse the mess, the cans right here. I gotta throw this away too. So it's still a work in progress. Okay, well, this is where I'm at with it right now. I was trying to get it to spin a little freely. I noticed when I undid the handle, figured out how to get it to spin, it was real stiff and gritty. That's because all the metal shavings were down in there in that groove. So what I basically did is got some tools, took the plate off of it. There was 3 of these little shims in there that kind of fell out. I gotta figure out how to get them back in. But basically what I've been doing is using my motorcycle chain cleaner, cleaning up all the old grease and grime out of this groove. And then I'm gonna use that stuff over there. Basically, I sprayed the chain cleaner itself in a rag, wiped it all down, wiped all this down, wiped all that down. As you see, there was a lot in there, a lot of grime, metal shavings, and old oil. So, got all that out of there. And then now I'm going to put some, basically use the stuff I use for motorcycle chain. I'm gonna use the dirt bike stuff because I got more of that. Put some lube. I'm not gonna spray it in there. I'm gonna spray it in the rag and wipe it in there because it's pretty thick. Put some lube all in there and lube up these shims and lube up this right here and put it all back together and see if I can get it to spin a lot freely. Because before it was just, man, it was real stiff and gritty. It's all that little metal shaving because this wood saw is really not made for cutting metal, but they have metal blades. I mean, you can cut metal with it, but with the metal, you're gonna have to clean it out a lot more. And this saw has never been cleaned out, and it's had years of abuse. So hopefully, while it's all blow apart now, hopefully when I get it back together, I can spin it freely. There's other spinning functions which I'm gonna have to deal with later, but I don't want to blow the whole saw apart. I want to take it apart one step at a time, put it back together, and then I'll take it back apart again if I try to use the other, and it's still gritty too. Because there's multiple maneuvers of this saw. So for the first one, the degrees from 0 to 50 on both sides, I gotta get that going first, and I'll take it from there. I thought I'd shine this back in. I haven't even got to the blade yet, but once I get it cleaned up a little bit more, get it greased up a little bit more, get it to where it's spinning freely, we'll take it from there. I'm gonna do what I can without spending any money on it, but like stuff like this is just burnt up. Like the sparks hit this and kind of burnt it up, so this is about as clean as it's gonna get on this one. But it's looking a lot better, I'll tell you that. Okay, what's up there, people? Back at it again. I end up cutting one of the 2x4s. I cut 2 pieces out of them. 2-foot pieces. So basically out of the 8-foot 2x4, I cut in half and then cut in half again. And the saw worked great. Excellent. And then I had to get this saw right here. And I cut this square out of this plywood. And let me show you why I needed all that other wood for. There's a hint right there. The pole is up. Okay. Broke out my new leveler. Made sure this pole was all level. Put it in the ground. And what you're looking at here is 3 bags of cement. Right there. That's what you're looking at. 3 bags of cement right there. Once that all dries, that pole's gonna be in there for life. That's why I needed the 2x4s. I cut the 2 2x4s to brace it. Used that clamp I got from Harbor Freight yesterday. And that's why I cut that square plywood. I mixed it 1 bag at a time in this wheelbarrow. And then what I did is I just shoveled it in this first section and then use this spreader to spread it over and get it all in between there in the cracks. So this is kind of probably overkill. But hey, I'd rather have an overkill than underkill. So there you have it. That's it for today. I got the first pole up, 1 down, 5 more to go. I got 6 of these posts. I got to get all 6 of them in the ground. Oh, never mind that blanket. I was laying on that blanket when I was spreading the stuff around. This is the concrete I used. This concrete too might be a little overkill for just sinking the post, but this is what I had. I had 5 extra bags left over of this when we did the driveway. So this is what I'm gonna start with. I mean, it might be a little too much, but we'll see. I don't know why. I know I'm gonna have to go get some more, so I'll see what kind I get once I get some more. But I have 5 bags of this left, so I was gonna use them. I wasn't gonna just throw them away. So they've been sitting around for years, so I figured I better go ahead and use this. So that's 3 bags right there. Okay, what's up there, people? Hunter Spoke Riders here, and there is a lot going on right now. A lot going on. Been working basically every day, little by little, chipping away at it. Haven't filmed a lot. I figure I get down to the last 2 posts. I better start filming some more. So this is the setup right here. Basically, it's quite simple. Dig a hole, set the post in there, use these 2 2x4s to balance it out while the concrete dries. And that's what I've been doing, man. The goal is to have, when it's all said and done, starting out, the goal is to have 6 pockets. Sorry, not 6 pockets, 6 posts set up like sort of like a pool table. 4 on each corner and 2 in the middle. It's been kind of difficult working around all these cars, but I gotta do what I gotta do. It's dusty back here, and I'll explain why later on. I'm down to the last 2 posts. This is the hole I dug yesterday. So it's a real tight area next to the concrete of the driveway and the foundation of the house. There ain't a lot of room to play with, so you can only dig it so far down with a shovel. And I'll show you how I've been getting the dirt out and what I've been doing to dig a hole that deep in this tight of an area. As I said, I already got that hole to the right dug yesterday. So today I just got to dig the last hole, and that's what I'm doing here with the with all these tape measures and stuff. Just try to make sure I have the hole in the right spot. This is a hole I dug back in the day. Of course, it's in the wrong spot because I was going to do this a long time ago, but then I never got to it. I squeezed a bunch of cars in here, and it just never happened. And I dug this hole prematurely, didn't measure nothing, so of course that hole's in the wrong spot. So I'm trying to get it as close as possible to that hole over there. So that's why I got these tape measures stretched. One near the car, one all the way down here. And this is how I'm doing it. This is the markings. This is where the hole's gonna go right here. Excuse the mess, you still gotta clean up, but I wanna get this all done and the cement drying, and I'll start cleaning up. That's the other one. I'm probably gonna add a little bit more. I think the game plan is I can only add so much cement because the clamp and the 2 2x4 braces was kind of in the way. never mind that. That's just holding the tape measure tape. But I think the plan is, once I pull these braces off, I'm probably going to add a little bit more cement on top, kind of smooth it out, make it look a little better. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just throw some dirt on top of it. I'm not sure yet. I'll cross that road when I get there. I got some other plans I want to do too, so we'll see once I get to that point. But for now, I just got to dig this hole out. Well, I've gotten as far as I can get with that pickaxe and the shovel. And now I got to go. I can only get it to a certain level with that. And then I got to use different tools and do a whole different technique of digging this hole. Anyway, there's a lip right here, solid concrete. So the shovel doesn't really get in there. I could use a skinnier shovel and keep on digging, but it's still pretty hard because at this level, this is about where the ground gets real rock hard. At this level, this is about where the ground gets really rock hard. And you know, it's real difficult even with the skinny shovel to shovel that deep in there. I usually get about this far, but I still got a long way to go as far as digging wise. Using that drill right there with that big old masonry drill bit, drilling the ground, breaking it up, you know, because it's so rock hard. I drill the ground and break it up to make the gravel or the ground and the gravel real loose, make the dirt real loose because it's so packed in there so tight. And rather than waste time shoveling it out, I took the filter. Rather than waste time shoveling it out, I took the filter out of my wet and dry vac and I basically just sucked the dirt out of the hole. It just makes it a little bit easier. Now I must warn you, when you do it like this, man, it kicks up hella dust. So you gotta really be cautious about where the back end of that wet and dry vac is sitting and where you're gonna blow your dust. Because you don't, man, I mean, I'll turn it on here in a second and show you, but it kicks up hella dust.